Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I want to welcome you to my channel. I'm going to do a guided meditation for you and I'm going to do a card reading with angel cards and tarot cards before we do the guided meditation. The cards help me to know where we're going to go in the meditation. They're like a map for me because this is completely spontaneous. Nothing is rehearsed, nothing is premeditated. It's just kind of as it happens. And the cards are not picked in advance, so it's very spontaneous and it's always appropriate. I get notes all the time from people that say that the card reading was just perfect for them and answered questions for them. So see if it does that for you. And so I want to ask you, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and the subscribe button is below, I would be so grateful if you would do that. It would mean the world to me, really. I used to do this live in Santa Clarita, Valencia, every Wednesday evening to a full room of people who would lay down and bring sleeping blankets and pillows and eye masks, sleep masks, and just, it was wonderful to have a whole room full of people with the same intention, which was everyone in the room was there to meditate and to go deep and to dump the junk. As one of the women who used to come to the class used to call it, the dump the junk night. Because what this does is, and what you will see, is that it allows you to, by going into parasympathetic mode, which is where we're going to go, it allows you to dump all that crap in your head, all of those thoughts that are kind of going around and worrying you. I actually have a sign on my upstairs bedroom medicine cabinet, my main bathroom, and it says, worry is a misuse of the imagination. And most of us do tend to worry too much. We worry about things and we use our imagination to create stories about things happening that we don't want. So we use our imagination in a negative way. Our imagination is extremely powerful. And if we use our imagination the right way, and we use our imagination to see and visualize what we actually want to happen, it's a very powerful tool. So worry really is a misuse of the imagination. And so this is the guided meditation and card reading for March 15th. And this year is moving very quickly already. It's just shocking to me. But that's the way it goes. And the older we get, the faster it moves, right? So let's get going right now. And what I'd like to ask you to do is, if you have a situation, a dilemma, a concern, a decision, take a moment to formulate that in your mind. If you want to write it down, I'll give you a minute to do that. So, you know, you want to ask something like, a question like this. I would like to have some guidance on this situation with ABC. Or can I get some direction from the cards tonight about what direction to move in with this choice that I have? Something like that, a question like that that would allow the answers to come up other than a yes or no. So that could be most beneficial for you. So take a minute to think about what your question's going to be and what you want clarity on. Now, I'm not a fortune teller, and so what's going to happen is, by you watching the cards, you're going to start to go into a deeper state of being. And you will go into a deeper level of consciousness where you have all of the answers yourself for your situation. What happens is, so many times we get all tight and all caught up and all worried, and we can't get the answer we need. But the answers are inside of you. They're not inside of me, they're inside of you. The answers are inside of you for your dilemma, your clarity that you're looking for. So that's what happens with the cards. And the cards are archetypal, and through the images and what I channel down and say to you about the cards will resonate on some level of being with you, on a deep level of being in your consciousness, and you will start to formulate a direction that you need or get clarity on a situation. Now, this might not happen tonight after the meditation, but it might happen tomorrow morning. It might happen in your dream state. It might happen when you're in your car driving on the way to work or to the gym or whatever, because the answers will bubble up in the most unusual ways. at the most unusual times. I believe, who was it, Ben Franklin, when he had a dilemma, or Alexander Graham Bell, one of those guys, they'd have a dilemma and they'd just kind of like chill out and zone out. And they'd get the answer. Because the answers for you are all inside of you. And inside of you is all of the knowledge that ever was. So you don't have to be an expert in a certain area. You will get the guidance, and the guidance will lead you to where you need to go. Okay, what's happening right now is I'm starting to release. Just a brief thing about that. Some of you know, but some of you may be new here and not know. Something that happens to me when I start doing this and I turn the camera on, and I'm talking faster right now, but you'll see I slow down. But when I turn the camera on and I start to do these videos, what happens is that I start to do something I call release. And when I release, my eyes start to water. Oh, that's Luna the meditation cat, if you haven't already met her. She's very verbal and she likes to participate. When I'm doing a meditation, she's always around. So, but my eyes will start to water. I will need to clear my throat, so I have water here. I might yawn a lot already, like that. Even mentioning the word, I start to yawn, right? I might clear my throat, my mouth might get dry, my nose might run, my eyes might run. So it just happens. And what that is it clears the energy of my day and what I've been doing before I got on camera with you, so that I can better be present and better channel down the meaning of the cards in this moment. Now, I'm an intuitive card reader, so I'm not looking up in a book what a card means. And I'm going to just, in the moment, I will know what the card means, and I will know what it means for many of you, if not most of you. That's just kind of the way it works. It's pretty far out. So we're going to get started, okay? All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a God card, okay? Right, Luna? And the God card is in this little box, and I'm going to just shuffle the cards in front of you on camera so you can see. I might shuffle them, or I might just cut them a few times. I don't know. I just kind of wait for guidance on that. I wait for guidance on everything, actually. Everything in my life, I wait for guidance on. I just allow, and wait for guidance. It's less stress that way. Okay, I'm getting the message to cut one more time and take the top card, which is an orange card, and it says something that I have to. Is this one or two cards? Oh, it's two cards. I'm going to have to read them both. Okay, so here's the cards right here. And I want to put the God cards back in the box, the little cute little gold box, and put the lid back on it. And these guys are going to go away. And I'm going to tell you what these cards say. And I'm going to put my glasses on for that. Oh, I love this. My purpose today is to create value for myself and be joyful. My purpose today is to create value for myself and to be joyful. Now, I don't know if this is backwards to you, but when I look at it, it's backwards. I think when it's on the video, it actually looks the right way. The other side is, happy are they who look for the good in all things, for they shall find it. Boy, is that true. You look for bad things to happen, guess what? You're going to find them. You look for good things to happen, guess what? You're going to find them. And that's part of the whole thing about doing a gratitude log every night, which I've talked about before, where every night you get in bed and you start counting on your fingers what you're grateful for. 1 thing, 2 thing, 3, 4, 5. Just count on your fingers. You don't need a notepad. You don't need a pencil. You don't need the perfect journal. Just count on your fingers at least 10 things that you're grateful for that happened that day. And they don't have to be gigantic things. It could be, excuse me, it could be something as simple as, I'm glad and grateful. I'm grateful that I was able to go to the store today and buy groceries. I'm grateful that I have a car that is a working car, because, you know, it's been raining here for a while. It stopped the last couple of days, but I'm grateful that I have a car that keeps me out of the rain so I can go where I need to go and get done what I need to do. I'm grateful for my health. They don't have to be gigantic things. I'm grateful I talked to a friend today. I'm grateful I had a good day at work today. I'm grateful that my child called me today. Or I'm grateful I got to spend time with my child today. I'm grateful I got to spend time with a friend today. All kinds of things. You'll be surprised. You can get 10 things so quickly. I usually try to get about 20 every night when I get in bed. I go, okay, now I'm going to do the gratitude routine. And I just start counting on my fingers what I'm grateful for. Now, why is this important? Because happy are they who look for the good in all things. If you are grateful, you will find more things to be grateful for. That's the way it works. If you look for the good, you find more things to be happy about. Okay? Now, my purpose today is to create value for myself and be joyful. You can actually decide to be joyful. Did you know that? If you don't feel joyful, decide to be joyful. And here's a good tip, something you can do if you're having a down day and you're not really feeling up. If you have to go to the store, connect with whoever you see. Look at them and smile. In the checkout line, look at the person. If they look at you, in front of you or behind you, just smile. Smile at the cashier. Hi, how are you today? Be nice. Acknowledge someone. When you acknowledge someone and you connect with someone, you are creating joy for that person. And you create joy for yourself by just being nice and acknowledging people. Whew. See, it already starts to happen. Okay, now where's the other card? Here it is right here. I greet this day with love in my heart. I greet this day with love in my heart. Once again, if you greet the day positively, see, I'm already starting, my eyes are already starting to water. If you greet the day positively, you will have a positive day. If you just expect to have a positive day, you'll have a positive day. That's how easy it is. Just expect it, you know? You don't have to be down, ruminating about, I don't have my rent, I don't have any money, I don't have a job, whatever it is. Just expect to be joyful, expect to be happy, and you will find things. What you expect, you find. What you expect, you experience. Simple, right? The problem is we've got monkey mind and we can't get out of it to even remember to expect positive things. The back of this card says, when you find yourself in a hole, when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. When you find yourself in a hole, you can acknowledge that you're in the hole and say, I'm going to look up and I'm going to allow myself to be lifted up out of this hole. And I'm going to do something positive for myself today. I'm going to call a friend who I haven't spoke to in a while. I'm going to call someone who's not feeling well. I'm going to call someone who's dealing with something that is having a hard time. I'm going to go out and go shopping at the store, buy some groceries, and smile at everyone I see. Acknowledge them, not fake, you know, just acknowledge them as a God-conscious being that has been put in your field of vision in that moment. It's a gift. It's a gift. And as a friend of mine says, it's all part of the fun. It's all part of the fun. Life should be fun. Life should be happy. You are designed to be healthy, happy, and joyful. You are designed to have fun. Okay, that's enough for those cards. Now, we're going to go into, let me see how we're doing on time here. We're going to go into this deck right here. I love this pouch. Isn't this gorgeous? Gorgeous silk pouch with drawstrings. This is my tarot, my trusty tarot deck that I have used. Not the same deck, but I have used this style of cards for decades, and I really like it. They speak to me, you know. Different card decks speak in a different way, and so if you're going to use cards, you want to find the cards that you resonate with. And there are lots of them available. So just, you know, you can go to a bookstore and sometimes they have open decks. You can kind of look at them and play with them and just kind of see which one speaks to you. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these and I'm going to affirm that we are divinely protected and surrounded by beautiful healing white light. There is no negativity that can enter into the sphere that we are in right now, in this dimension that we are in right now. We're going to go on a little journey later too. And this divine light of protection will continue to shine on you and around you in the days to come. And then every week, we amplify it again. Okay. Cut. Card on top. Ooh, big release. I'm showing you these because I want you to see them. I'm going to pull the card in front of you. Water, my favorite beverage. Okay, this is a pentacle card. Pentacle has to do with the earth trip, it has to do with career and work and job. I'm going to choose another one from this deck right behind it. Okay, another pentacle. Well, this is all about pentacles today, isn't it? We'll talk more about that in a moment. All right, glasses. Here we go. Okay, the first card is a 6 of Pentacles. Now, I just want to point out something. Today's the 15th. 1 and 5 is 6. Boom. We've got a 6 card. The first card is a 6, and it's a 6 of Pentacles. Now, look at this. This is someone who is very, very balanced. See them holding a scale? They're very balanced, and they're respected. This is a respected person, and he's dressed kind of in fine garments, and he is helping people who are less fortunate than him. Now, it's important to give, all right? You can't just take all the time. You have to give. Now, he's giving, and this is a reminder to give, whether you want to donate money, donate to a cause, or give of your energy, which is valuable, to those less fortunate than you, and to those who you may be able to teach in some way by your example. You don't have to be a teacher in school. You don't have to be a leader of something. Each one of us has the ability to, by example, teach just by who we are and how we handle ourselves. He's wearing a red robe, and red is a grounded color from the root chakra. He's very grounded, but he's got green boots on. Green boots are of the heart chakra. We've got these 2 people below who are very, very grateful that he is giving to them, and this is a very balanced person. So if you have and you want to donate, that's a beautiful thing to do, to give to those less fortunate. Whether you donate clothes, whether you donate money to a foundation or a cause you believe in, or whether you donate your time. But it's important to give and not just be a taker in life, and to come from a very balanced place, okay? There's the scales, and they're nice and even. So you see he's giving some coins right here. Now, pentacles are coins, and pentacles are about the earth trip. They're about work. They're about money. They're about career. Okay? So this card is a very powerful card, and it's a 6 card on a day that is a 6th day, the 15th. We have another pentacle card. Pentacles are big. This is important. Think about your work. Think about your financial situation. Think about your earth trip, because we have 2 pentacle cards here, and my nose is running, so I'm going to get a tissue right here. These cards are coming up for a reason, and they're coming up to give messages to you. So allow yourself to think about this, and when you go into the guided meditation, something may come up also. This person is juggling things. They're trying to keep things together, okay? It's 2 of Pentacles. Now, he's wearing a hat, that's red. He's grounded, but he's not, both feet aren't on the ground. He's kind of like trying to catch his balance, okay? One foot's in the air. Now, if you look behind him, that is a boat going up and down on a choppy sea. There's two boats there, two, see, a two card. And he's trying to keep his balance in the midst of a choppy situation that's kind of going up and down a lot, all right? And he's juggling things. So this is, I think, about juggling a work situation, because pentacles have to do with work and career. So think about yourself. Try to stay balanced, try to stay in your root chakra, which is the red, and keep both feet flat on the ground, be grounded, and avoid this up and down business. You know, you want it to be nice and even, okay? Nice and even. Smooth sailing, not up and down like this. But this is about juggling a situation that has to do with work, money, finances, career, okay? Keep your feet on the ground, both feet. This is about needing to keep both feet on the ground and to be steady on your feet, okay? Now, I gotta tell you something, I'm starting to get hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna open my back door. I've got the fireplace going here too. So I'll be right back. And I'm going to open my back door. Get a little air in here. You'll hear my alarm go off. It's going to be my voice. My alarm person, the voice of my alarm, is going to tell me that the back door is open. I got to get some fresh air in here. See? Okay. So I'm going to leave this open a little bit, because sometimes I get really, really hot when I do this. And that was happening right now. I'm an inch back in here. Here I am. I'm back. Okay, let me pull this up here. A little closer. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think a little bit closer still. There we go. Okay. So that's that with the pentacles, career, money. Okay, something about that. Now I'm going to go into a different card deck. I'm going to go into this one right here, and we're going to see. I just kind of pull them out and am guided to whatever one I should go to. And I'm going to pull something from here. All right. Again, we want some explanations, some more clarification, some more validation. Here we go. All right, let's see. Cut the deck. Oh, right there. You want me to cut it again right there. You want me to cut it again right there. Okay, here we go. This is this one. Oh, this came up last time too. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is an amazing card. Look at this. This is actually a photo of the guy who did the illustrations for this deck. And look over his shoulder. He's got an angel hovering over him, giving him direction on what to draw. Why is this relevant? First of all, we all have the ability to have entities from the unseen world, guidance from the unseen worlds, give us information about what we're supposed to do. Give us information about direction, especially if you're doing a creative project, because they love to help with creative projects. And you've heard it many, many times where artists and writers will just say, I just got in the zone. This happened to me the other night. It's the weirdest thing. I heard something in my head and I wrote a song in 5 minutes. The verses, the chorus, the bridge, everything. I wrote it in 5 minutes and it just all came out and it all made sense and it all fit together and the words worked and it rhymed and everything. It was amazing. It was less than 5 minutes. Now, there was obviously divine guidance in that situation to make that happen like that. And when it happens like that, it just flows really, really easily. When you allow yourself to be guided, things flow super easy. When you resist, they don't. When you have an ego image of what you think things should be, it doesn't, it doesn't flow. It just doesn't flow. That's just not the way it works. You have to just relax and allow the intuition and the guidance to come to you. And that's the direction. And then it just flows beautifully, especially in creative endeavors, writing, if you're going to be speaking, if you're going to be doing music, if you're going to be painting, if you're going to be decorating your house, if you're going to be making clothing, anything creative, just, you kind of get into the zone. You know, the other night I stayed home and I sat down to do some bead work. You know, I wear a lot of these things right here, and some of them had come apart. So I was going to do some repair work. I thought, oh, I'll just do this for an hour. 4 hours later, I was shocked that it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't believe it. It just, I was in the zone. And the next night I thought, well, I'll just sit down for a little while and do a little more creative thing here with these beads and these crystals and everything. Oh, another night, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning again. I had no idea it was that late. So that's what happens when you're in the zone. It's a beautiful thing. And it's fun. It's fun. You know, it's magic. Magic is fun. Okay, trustworthy guidance is what this is right here. There's the guy with his little man bun, and there's the angel guiding him what to write, what to paint. He painted all the images in this deck, and they're beautiful. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. You know, many times you hear people say, you know, we started this project, we didn't know how it was going to happen, we didn't know if it was going to work. We just started, and it's like, it just flowed. It's kind of like you get on a ride at the amusement park and the bar goes down. You're on the ride. Just let it flow, and the guidance will come. The guidance will come. All right, so there's that. I lay these all out here so that I have the roadmap of where we're going to go. So I'm laying them on the little table next to me. And I'm going to read to you also from this book about trustworthy guidance. Okay, here we go. Gotta get the glasses back again. The angels gave you this card because they want you to believe in your ideas, which are answers to your prayers, and you can trust them. You'll be supported as you move forward to put your ideas into action, as long as you check in with your angels regularly for continued guidance. By the way, the angels are not instead of God. The angels are just part of and kind of assistants to God, and whatever you want to call it, God, Jesus, Buddha, universal energy, divine intelligence, whatever you want to call all that is, it's all the same stuff, okay? So you'll be supported as you move forward to put your ideas into action, as long as you check in with your angels regularly for continued guidance. Check in with your intuition. Check in and see if there's a message for you. As long as you do that, it'll flow. If you ever feel vulnerable, ask your angels to reassure you with emotional, spiritual, and material comfort. Here are some additional meanings. Don't worry about the details. They'll take care of themselves. Just like I was saying, I know a lot of creative, arty kind of people, and many times they will say, you know, I had this idea and I wanted to go forward with it. I didn't know how it was going to come together. I just started and it all fell into place. I have cat hair in my mouth. What can I tell you? I have a cat. Don't worry about the details. They'll take care of themselves as you go along. Go for it. Your idea is valid and divinely inspired. You're safe to make changes and move forward. Now, this came up last time, I believe. 2 weeks ago. I didn't do one last week because I had another commitment. I couldn't do it. But a card came up last time. And so clearly the messages are coming that you have a creative idea, whether it's a new business or whether it's the color to paint your living room or whatever it is. and it's a good one, and that you should move forward on it. And if you haven't, this is another kick in the butt to do that, because the card came up again, and that's the way it works. Sometimes the cards come up over and over again, kind of like big 2x4s over the head. It's like if you don't get it, the card keeps coming up. And I shuffle these cards every single time I do a video. After the video, the cards are shuffled. I actually place the cards in different places. The cards that showed up, I place them in different areas of the decks so that they can't stick together and they can't come up again. But then you see me shuffle and the cards come up again. That's just the way it goes. That's how we roll. All right, next, I'm going to choose from this deck right here, and we're going to see what happens with this deck right here. Move that out of the way. And this is here we go. Shuffle, more clarification, more validation, more explanation. Cut them once, and I'll take the top card. That's what I got the guidance to do. Okay, this is compassion. Now, interestingly enough, this also is compassion. This was the first card that showed up. So compassion for others, compassion for people in a situation. And that's part of being of service to others, you know? And that also brings joy, being of service to others. I'm going to read you about compassion. Compassion. Oh, look at this beautiful card. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? Compassion. Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. All right. Think about your situation. Think about your dilemma. Think about the question you asked. Okay? Think about that. Have compassion for everyone in that situation. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Compassion. Some people don't have compassion. Some personality disorders don't have compassion. Did you know that? Narcissists don't have compassion. Everybody has a little bit of narcissistic tendencies, but full-blown narcissists have zero compassion. Psychopaths and sociopaths have zero compassion. They're good at pretending they have it. They're good at playing they have it, because that's how they rope you in to the web. But true compassion is very authentic, and it's real, and you can feel when it's real. I'm going to read you now about compassion from the book. Then we're going to go to one more deck, and then we're going to go into our guided meditation. Compassion. Zadkiel says, I can help you forgive yourself and others, or to compassionately see everyone's point of view. This is especially important if there's a team or other people or a family even, you know, your family. I can help you forgive yourself and others, or to compassionately see everyone's point of view. And by the way, be compassionate towards yourself too. Give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. You needn't change your stance or behavior. It simply means approaching the situation with a loving heart. Excuse me. Which empowers you, that was more releasing, which empowers you and allows creative solutions to pour forth. There's always a solution. Working with Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel's name means righteousness of God. And he helps us release unforgiveness toward ourselves and others. Ask him to come into your dreams and act like a chimney sweep, clearing away any emotional toxins from your heart. He'll ensure that everyone's needs are met and that emotional healings occur in miraculous ways. If you don't have the answer to a situation, If you're in a dilemma or a circumstance or you need a direction and you don't have the answer, don't push, just allow. Allow. Allow the guidance to come to you. Allow yourself to be compassionate towards yourself and know that you will get the answer and you will get the direction. It might not be on your ego time frame, but you will get it. You have to be patient. If you don't have an answer, wait, and you will get one. All right, last deck, and then we go deep, okay? Here we go, last deck. Okay, more shuffling, more divine protection, more healing light, more clarification, substantiation, validation. 1, 2. Here we go. I never know how many times I'm gonna shuffle the cards or cut the cards. It just comes to me, and I know. And here we go. Okay. Mother Mary. Whoa. That's pretty cool. This is an entity. Mother Mary. Look at her. Look how gorgeous she is. Mother Mary. She's an angel. See that? I'm going to read to you about this one, okay? Find a little space for this one to sit down. All right. Mother Mary. So pretty. Known as the Queen of the Angels, Mother Mary is the embodiment of unconditional love and compassion. This card calls for you to look at the people in your life as well as yourself. Just like this card said, compassion. This card calls for you to look at the people in your life as well as yourself with this same love. Mother Mary can help you embrace your gifts and talents and honor yourself in every moment. Sometimes called the Divine Nurturer, she reminds you to be proud of how far you've come in this lifetime and encourages you to keep moving forward. Mother Mary protects, guides, and supports all children. She also helps you help other children. Call upon Mother Mary to open your heart and make you aware of what a blessing you are to this planet. Don't ever forget, you are a blessing to this planet. You incarnated at this time. It's not an accident. You incarnated to provide, love, serve, help, and be compassionate to others. It's not an accident that you are around the people you're around. It's not an accident who your family is. None of it is an accident. You incarnated to come here. You have a purpose. You have a purpose. And it doesn't have to be, win a Nobel Peace Prize. You can be an example, be compassionate, caring, and loving, and come from the place that Mother Mary, the entity, the etheric being of Mother Mary, who is forgiving, compassionate, loving, and caring. So see if you could pull some of that into your own way that you express with others and to others. That is the end of the card readings. We're going to start the guided meditation. What I'm going to do is, I'm now getting cold, so I'm going to let you get yourself situated, and I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to close the back door now and stop the cold air from coming in. So make yourselves comfortable. Lie down with your back straight and make sure you will not be disturbed. And I'll be back in a minute and we'll go on a little trip, okay? I've got my slippers on. You probably hear me shuffling with them. All right. Pull this closer again. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna go now. Just move this out of the way here. We're gonna go now on a little journey, Deep, 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 deep into your subconscious mind, where your subconscious mind can come up with solutions for anything going on in your life, and where you can get guidance and direction for anything going on in your life that may bubble up and be visible, and that you may have the awareness of in the very near future. Okay? All right, so here we go. Close your eyes now and allow yourself to adjust your body in any way that feels comfortable to you. Don't worry about lying perfectly still. No need to worry about sitting in a strange position. Just be comfortable. When you are comfortable, you are more able to take in positive suggestions that can be beneficial to you. There are all kinds of different types of meditation, all kinds of different ways of doing it. Some require you to sit in very uncomfortable positions for long periods of time to transmute the pain. But that's not what we're doing tonight. That's not the kind of thing we're doing. We're doing something else. We're going into a parasympathetic state, because when you're in a parasympathetic state, there's two sides of the nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic. When you're in a parasympathetic state, that's the only state where your body can heal and regenerate. So if you're like go, 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 pedal to the metal all the time, you're not going to heal and regenerate. You're going to wear your body down and drain your adrenal system. You're going to become exhausted. So it's important to do parasympathetic activity. So if you want to listen to these meditations every week, that's fine. Or if you want to listen to something else, that's fine too. But meditation, or something that's like meditation, puts you in parasympathetic mode. I actually was swimming yesterday. I swam for the first time in a long time, 12 laps. No, 15, it was 15 laps. And before COVID, I was doing 80 laps, okay? That's a lot of laps. But it was very much like a meditation for me, just here in the water and counting. And I would do it for, I don't know, an hour maybe. And it was very, very much putting me into a trance state. So we're going to go into a trance state now, and that's going to be a parasympathetic mode. Excuse me. That was releasing. That's good, because now we're going to go deep. Got some of that stuff out of the way. Here we go. Any outside sounds that you become aware of that are everyday normal sounds don't distract you or interfere in any way with your experience. And as you listen to my voice, you notice that with every breath you take, you become more and more relaxed and more comfortable. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth as if you're blowing on a candle. That's it. Easily and gently. letting yourself go. Taking this time for yourself. Knowing that there is nowhere you have to be and nothing you have to do except relax, let go, and listen. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And each count will allow you to relax even more. As you notice that with every in-breath, your abdomen raises up. And with every out-breath, your abdomen flattens down. Beginning on the count of 5, relaxed, calm, and comfortable. Knowing that you are taking this time for yourself. Any thoughts that may be popping into your head are normal. Allow them to just float through, just like clouds. Every breath relaxes you even more. Every breath allows you to let go even more. As you drift down to 4, and your body continues to relax from the top of your head, down over your face, down through your neck and shoulders. Coming down on the count of 3, as your arms relax and let go. And you may feel a sensation of relaxation that comes through your arms and out your fingers. It may feel like a tingling feeling. Your entire torso begins to let go and relax now as you drift from 3 down to 2. The torso and all the organs in your torso relax and let go. And your hips begin to relax and let go. And your thighs. As you drift from 2 down to 1, down through your thighs, your knees, and your calves. That's it. Letting go. Just let go. There's a part of your being that has been craving you letting go. Part of your being that has been waiting for you to let go. A part of your being that has been trying to tell you to let go, but you've been too busy. You haven't been compassionate to yourself. But you are doing that now. And you feel also the calves releasing and the ankles releasing and the feet releasing as you come down on 1. Letting go. That's it. Just let go. Going to the level that is most appropriate for you. Letting go even more, using any tones that you become aware of to take you even deeper. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 down to 0. And when you hear the 0, you're going to allow your consciousness to ride on the tone of that 0. And go even deeper. Even now, your body is so relaxed. It's so comfortable. Drifting even deeper now and going down to 0. Using the tone to take yourself even deeper. Yeah. That's it. You don't have to force it. Just allow. Your consciousness will follow suit and follow directions. And going even deeper. That's it. Going deeper and deeper. I'd like you to imagine that you have gotten into an elevator. And imagine that you're in the elevator and you're alone. And imagine that you're looking up and you see the numbers up above, lit. And it's 1, 2, 3. But it's in reverse. So the first number, 3, 2, 1. Allow yourself to get into the elevator and you see that you're on level 3. Get in the elevator and the doors close. Press the number 2 on the panel of the elevator. The panel is on the right side and the left side, whichever side you choose. Press 2. And you start to feel the elevator comfortably and smoothly glide down, going deeper and deeper and deeper. And you see that you are coming to the level 2. You don't get out. You press 1. And the elevator continues going down. And you're going deeper and deeper and deeper still. Now you look up and you see the light on the buttons and you see that you've reached level 1. In a moment, the doors are going to open and you're going to walk out into a beautiful, beautiful space, a garden. And there you see you're at level 1. And wait, another button has just shown up at the top. And another button has just shown up on either side, on the left side and the right side. And it's 0. Press the 0 button and go even deeper. And the elevator continues to smoothly descend, going deeper and deeper and deeper. And now you see you're at level 0. And the doors begin to open. And you step out into a beautiful garden. And you see there is a bench. And there's someone waiting for you. It's someone you perhaps know and love. Maybe someone who has passed on. Maybe someone who is in another dimension right now. Or maybe it's someone you don't know, but it's someone you feel very closely familiar with, even if you don't know who they are. And you begin to walk toward them, and you feel that that is what you're supposed to do. And they stand up, and they hold their arms out to receive you. And you know that this is a person, this is an entity, this is a being that you are meant to connect with. And the entity, the being, the angel, the person that you may know from your lifetime that has passed on, or someone that you just feel very familiar with, holds their hand out to show you to sit down on the bench with them. And you do. You sit down on the bench and you're surrounded by beautiful flowers with incredible fragrance. lilies and roses, the kind of roses that actually smell. There's planted hyacinths, there's tulips, there's jasmine, there's gardenias. It's just a fabulous, fabulous smell that seems to transport you to another time and place. And the being holds their hands out to hold your hands. And you look in their eyes and you see that they are very, very familiar. They have some wisdom for you. They're going to tell you what the wisdom is without even really speaking. You'll be able to know by telepathy. You will hear their words, and it will make sense to you. The messages are, it's time to be harmonious and grounded and be of service to others and help those who need help. Give up your time. Give up your energy. Give up your effort. Give up your finances. Be kind to others and help others. They're telling you it's important to balance your life, that you may have been out of balance a lot lately. Keep an eye on that. Don't work too hard. You might have been doing that. The entity tells you that they are going to give you trustworthy guidance and that others from the other realms, benevolent beings from other dimensions, will also give you trustworthy guidance if you allow yourself to have quiet moments. The entity is telling you to be compassionate towards yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself at all. Be kind to yourself. Be loving towards yourself. Forgive yourself. You've been doing the best you can. Don't compare yourself to others. Mother Mary, the energy of Mother Mary, the Master Nurturer, the Mother of the Angels, is all about love, caring, kindness. The entity is telling you, be kind. Be loving towards yourself and others. Smile at others, connect with others. You look into the eyes of the entity. The entity stands up and says, it's time for me to leave now. Or it's time for you to go back. But before you do, if you want to sit for a few moments and use these interdimensional tones to allow yourself to be balanced and resonate on every level of your body, on your cellular level, that you are welcome to do so. You stand up. Your friend stands up. They embrace you. You feel the love, the incredible connection, the familiarity, the kindness. It's beautiful. They turn and they seem to evaporate into thin air. And you sit down again on the bench for a moment and close your eyes and go deeper. it is time for you to get up off the bench and go back in the elevator. You walk over to the elevator. You get into the elevator. And you look up at the buttons on the elevator. And all you see is the button that says, go back up. You press that button. The elevator starts to take you back up. You go up, 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 up. And the door is open. You walk out of the elevator and you feel lighter than before, more clear than before, more balanced than before, knowing that you will get divine direction and guidance, and you are completely confident about that. Welcome back. I send you many blessings. Thank you for taking this time to be with me in this dimension. Thank you for taking the time for yourself, to balance yourself, to allow yourself to heal, to allow yourselves to heal. Until we meet again, namaste.